We're already at our final best of 3. 2 players remain, the newest of the new against the oldest of the old. True against Stork.
Well, it's, you know, they already played today, and Stork just kind of stomped True with like some strong timing attacks off 2 bases. It's not going to look like that again, I don't think. Like,
I think you're
True
right.
is going to be like doubly on the lookout for stuff like that.
Yep.
You know, maybe the habitation station game will look the same. Like, if Stork loses and chooses that map, I bet you it looks exactly the same. But, like, for instance, Ultrazine, it's a hard map to do a 2-base all-in on, that's for sure.
It really is. True probably feeling slightly more confident to start out on this map than any other. But Stork is full of tricks. He's a very brainy player. He wouldn't have had the long-term success in Brood War that he had if he wasn't an adaptable player, despite even a map like Ultrazine Stronghold. Game number 1 is ready. 2 players remain. 1 will move on to the round of 8, while the other is knocked out of this season of the GSL Code S. In the bottom right, defeating Dark. He is
GNL Green Wings True, 방태수.
And in the bottom left, in the blue,
Samsung Galaxy 간 Stork, 송병구.
do you know where babies come from?
Cabbage Patches?
Yeah, funny you ask. Yeah, good answer. It's one of our casters.
Yeah.
The Korean side.
He was a pretty good Protoss in StarCraft 1.
Yeah, he was. He was very
question
good.
about that. He was a fun guy to watch. Had
From
some
the
really interesting
part of town
stuff.
Daejeon, if you're not familiar with Korea. One of the smaller parts of Korea. Not uncommon for players to cite the area in Korea they're from as their name. We had the same thing with DRG, Dongdaegu, or Busan, the Brood War player from Busan.
That's true. One of the greats.
Like, or Jupiter, you know, the great god of the planet Jupiter.
That planet was actually named after the god.
No, that's what. No, in fact, it was reverse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, I think
don't you look dumb on TV right now?
I think we'll name our god after that dot I see in the sky before we have telescopes.
Isn't that funny that they actually were like, well, that must be the god. Oh, I love you from Denver too.
Oh wow,
Denver,
that
great
moved
city.
along quickly.
Excellent. Thank you for coming down.
You know, I used to feel really special that you loved me, but how quickly you just fell for that guy when all he did was say he was from Denver on his cell phone.
Where are you from again?
New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. Well, he wins then. All right. Sorry.
Oh man. I mean Denver.
I spent 5 years in Denver. I love Denver.
I've never been to Denver.
It's great, man.
Yeah.
Lots of.
Well, I guess you and him may as well just move there.
You guys might as well just get married. Okay, we got a Twilight Council.
On one base. That's kind of crazy. Now, this Overlord is coming to check this out. There is a Stalker being produced.
Look, he's got a probe right here. He's probably going to pile on there, but he's going to see the Overlord coming in here, and I think the Stalker can probably drive the Overlord out. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, you're not going to get over there unless Stork really screws up, and it seems already like he's.
All right, he's checking, no Nexus, but he's going to see the pylon. So now he's going to be like, huh, what is this? Is this tech? And as soon as he sees the Stalker, he's going to know it's tech.
Yeah, even seeing the pylon here alone, you're like, well, it almost looks like it's there to spot something. Okay. So, and again, even when you see the Stalker coming here, you're not like, well, gee whiz, I wonder what's going on. You have to think, okay, well, he's trying to hide something.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a quick
Stalker.
Stalker
this quick, it's like, well, okay, so your Nexus is not done right now, that's for sure. Like, I guess you could have started it. This is a weird opener, though.
Yeah.
And those were spines that were started, right? So
yeah, those are 2 spines.
I think what he's thinking here is that this is like a 4-gate with a Nexus.
When in fact it's a DT rush.
Yeah. They do require different responses for sure.
Oh, spotted. Wait a minute, did he not?
No, he wants. Here's what it just happened. He saw the probe, and he wants it to make a pylon warp in. because then he just kills it.
Ah, you're so smart, Artos. This is a good call. Here he goes.
Well,
oh, no, he's probably going to act like he can't see it.
I think so. Well, he might go after it once that's up, but like, I think with that many spines up there, you warp units in there, you're just going to lose.
Okay. Oh, is he going to get that probe? Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet, at least.
Soon enough. That probe
So
is
he's
not
going to
long
make
for
a
this
Nexus
world.
now.
Where is his other pylon over there? He doesn't have one?
In the main? There's nothing
No,
else
he
there.
has nothing to warp DTs at.
He hasn't even warped in a DT. I think he's just skipping it because he can't
Oh,
win with
man. This is not going well, then. You know, I guess he did force, like, 4 spines. I really like, by the way, that he just didn't drone the natural outside of his base. I guess it's his 3rd. Okay, well, now he's going to know. Right?
Oh, the DT slips out. Both of them actually going out now.
Spore's on the way, so this tech... Well, you know what? He doesn't have anything at the bottom natural, whatever we're going to call this.
Well, he needs to get something else here to deal with these DTs. They are doing a good amount of damage. This is a pretty impressive number of Zerglings. And
right.
Yep, with that second sentry coming up.
Oh, is he going to actually try to run up here?
Oh, he's going for it. But the Link's getting the block! Oh my God! Okay,
that's painful.
You are
especially
so
considering,
behind. You are so behind now.
Yeah, if he had killed that hatchery outside, maybe he'd be in a good spot. But now that he's shown his DT tech and done nothing with it, it's a little bit painful. The thing is, there's only 15 drones, Tasteless.
That is true. Well, Zerg definitely made
like
sure
nothing.
he was like 100% not going to die to that.
Yeah, Stork like oversight him out.
This is nearly double probes for Stork. So.
That's actually weird. Like, the amount of lings?
How many queens did he have out, though? Because he could just start larva injecting and start trying to, play a little bit of catch-up. We don't...
Well,
we have 3 queens, but they're not even in position around each hatch.
The tiny amount of drones, he's actually supply blocked right now as well. It just started the Overlord. Everything kind of going wrong for True right now. I'm wondering, I think he thought it would be like DT into an all-in, so he made all those lings, but like... But with those spines on top of the ramp, he was never going to die. Maybe he would have lost the hatch.
Well, here's the thing, too, is that Stork is so good at, at shipping gears within build orders. And we're seeing this right here. Where, look, I mean, his pylon was spotted, everything else. But, yeah, he's just very good at handling situations like this. We're going to have to cancel here for sure.
Well, tries to get the sentries. Not going to work out there either. DTs are here on duty, making sure everything works out.
Okay, 1 Archon here, not a bad call, considering it's mostly lings that are the problem.
You don't really need the DTs anymore. I guess they've already done their job. Oh, wow.
Man, that's really bad. Oh, my God. Is he going to...
No.
You know what's funny? The number of sentries he's killed, though, that does hurt.
Yeah, certainly.
Now, we have seen before that Stork will kill Zergs, even though he loses sentries, but this is a completely different game right now.
Yeah, it is. And looks like he's going to go for +2 blink here. And in fact, the economy of True is so weak that there's no real way for him to get into mutas from here. Not for a while, at least. He's got to really recover his economy, and during that time, he has to expect pressure from Stork, so he's going to have to make units. Mutas are a ways off, which means that a +2 blink attack may actually do an okay job. And you'd think that'd do a good job against mutas anyways, but like, mutas are just so darn good on this map that you want to go for a starport almost always.
Yeah. Kind of a bumpy, messy game here from both sides, which can actually make for some of the funnest games to watch because there's so much seesawing and advantage to disadvantage. Let's see where the rest of this game goes. He's got a good number of sentries out. Protoss is tidying up the rest of his tech tree.
That's right, he's adding a lot of gateways. He's going to have that +2 in blink rather soon here.
Yeah.
A lot of Zerglings on the way. His layer is about to finish. Should be seeing him start up his roach speed pretty quickly here. I'd be surprised if he's going to try to stop this with just slings. But, you know what? I wouldn't be too surprised because it's True. He's got 71 drones, by the way. And he is getting that macro hatch in the main base. But, you know, his economy is a little bit slower this game. So, still a little bit scary.
All right, +2's done.
That Archon can make a huge difference against this just completely linked
especially if it's angled just right. Okay, so he's not even privy to this information yet. His lings are actually getting out of position, and only just now he's going to see. What's this? A
I think
Protoss force coming towards me. Now, the Protoss can actually maybe even ignore the fourth and go for the third, depending on how he wants to do this. Now, he does have blink. Ouch, nicely done. And again, he can blink with these two over here as well. Looks like he just wants to lose the shields on him first.
Yeah, killing off as much as he possibly can. True does have to eventually
Stork might actually take him out.
It's feeling like
okay, now he's got some roaches coming here.
Now his 1-1 finishes and the roach speed finishes up with all these roaches. Maybe he can hold, but
stalkers, this is a lot of stalkers. There's no immortal here. Keep that in mind.
Picks off that Overseer. Kind of a smart thing to pick off Overseers. You never know. He might end up warping in a DT sometime during this battle.
Okay, so he's going to get that pylon up there, so no more warp ends, which may mess the entire rush up.
Those force fields and time warp doing a great job of zoning things out. Does walk backwards to meet up with these
lanes. Going for that Archon up there in the front.
Yeah, picking that off is very important, but look at this. True losing so many units. Already the supplies are even.
Okay, robotics facility is almost done. Oh, hello. Okay, I guess he's going to go. I guess he can just go down there and try to get that base for now. Well, and keep in mind, he's going to have observers and immortals coming up here soon, too.
You know, 23 plus 2 Blink Stalkers is pretty crazy right now.
You got to think, Stork's got superb micro, and not just like with the fancy units. I mean, with really basic units like Stalkers, he can be very strong. This guy has some of the best Dragoon control, and Dragoons are actually much harder to control in StarCraft Brood War because they were buggy. But here he has them with the Stalkers. I think he still could do a lot of damage. Again, it's all going to come down to control.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We do have him teching up right now 2 Infestors, but Stork is going to push now. A lot of Lings coming in for a flank. And you know what? That Archon, it's actually fighting roaches right now instead of Lings, but that's okay.
That's okay, because it did tank a lot of roach shots. These force fields, again, really worth it right now. We actually are going to have one more force field. He might want to get this up on the ramp. If he can get this force field possibly up on the ramp. There we go.
Nice force field indeed. Continues to push forward. Doesn't have a lot of force fields left here.
Oh my god, another beautiful time warp. This is too many Stalkers, Artosis.
Indeed. 34.
This is where it starts to snowball, even though he's going to lose that sentry right there.
Well, this is an avalanche, Tasteless. We should be seeing GG anytime.
Wow, so Stork Stork wins game number 1 there.
Well done.
Stork could be going all the way to the round of 8, guys.
And that means he's seeded next season, which is pretty crazy. Let's not forget that he opened up with a DT rush that did 0. But True overreacted so hard. You know, True, I think, might be completely psyched out against Stork. He's so afraid of Stork attacks.
I think he might be psyched out in this group, Artosis. He's had a hard time.
Yeah, well, you know, Stork is the one that knocked him down with very strong timing attacks, and they were so strong. You know, that first game was so confusing, even to us casting it, that I think True's like, oh my god, like, this guy's so scared, I have to over-defend.
Well, let's face it,
he's way over-defending.
This is one of these games that way does not go into what you practice at home. That was Stork with like 15 years of experience right there.
Certainly it was.
You know, so nicely done there by him. Stork really able to think on his feet. All right, so True picks the map merry-go-round. Now, I would not be surprised if for map number 3, Stork does go for Habitation Station, but you got to take it one game at a time if you're somebody like True. So you might as well focus on a win you think you can get here.
Certainly.
And then, you know,
can he
if it goes to game number 3, ball's in your court, Stork. I think he can. I think he can, but I think it's going to be very tough. We've seen a lot of hiccups in True's play today. That guy needs to drink some water upside down. Those hiccups got to go away.
Well, you know what? He was so scared of Stork last game that you would think the hiccups would be gone.
Well said. Well said, Artosis.
Thanks.
You impressed me with your commentary. I like this. In fact, excuse me, the game's actually already loaded up. I was going to ask you a few more questions, but this is going really fast. So, True here against Stork. Either True wins this next game and brings us to our final game today, or Stork wins with a 2-0 and becomes today's final survivor of the GSL.